This is Brody.
Hey, what's up?
This is the MEDIAtors.
That's us.
And some housekeeping notes. Me and Brody have had a long, quick discussion. Quick.
Yeah, it lasted about, 2 seconds?
Sorry, guys. That's my laptop. Yeah, last 2 seconds. But we've both been thinking about this, that we're going to continue to do the podcast. But
Yeah, we're not quitting.
We're not quitting, but we're going to change up the format a bit.
Just a tiny bit.
So we talk about a lot of different things, right? A lot
Yeah.
of different stuff, movie shows, which is fun, and we still will do that. But we're going to really just start to focus heavily on one subject. So if there's a great game that's coming out, we'll be talking about that. And if it rabbit trails, then it rabbit trails. But it'll be easier for both of us. We're both busy, both dads. I'm a dad now.
That's true. You got 3 months left.
3 months of freedom. And so, yeah. But let's hop to it, Brody. So we got gaming.
We do. So some big stuff. E3's kind of getting ready to kick off. We got a lot of pre-game stuff, whatever.
Let me butt in.
Yeah.
When's E3? What day?
So there's a lot of stuff going on. I actually have a schedule, basically.
Okay,
but
that's fine.
Yeah, there's many days of it. But
Gotcha.
a lot of different things going on. There's the thing is a lot of them they're different showcases on different days.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not just one specific day. But stuff's been going on since Thursday of this week for sure. I saw some stuff just review the trailers that they do, little extra things like that. But the one that I'm talking about was really just kind of a press release that came out from Xbox. It was pretty cool. One thing that they are going to be working on is cloud gaming. So basically they want to do it so where you don't need a console or anything. All you would need is a smart TV and a controller. Oh. Now, they're not going away with their consoles and everything. They're still going to be working on that. But the fact that they're opening it up to where basically you have internet, you have a smart TV, you have a controller, you can game. That to me is a pretty big thing. And they want to bring in the Xbox experience. Mm-hmm. So it might not just be gaming. We might see some things like video or other things that are known from
Xbox might have its own little production company.
We might just see some more things from Xbox, but yeah they're definitely gonna be leaning more towards gaming, but all the features of a console could be brought into any smart TV. Now,
I have one concern.
What's your concern?
Let's say it's gaming, right?
Yeah,
it's Modern Warfare or something on there. I don't really see I think there's going to be some connection issues, wouldn't you?
I think if your internet can handle it, sure, but there's got to be some ways to do it. And like I said, you might not have the full capabilities of a console. You can't run that processing power on a smart TV. But
they're helping the little guy out.
Yeah, I think because again they're working on the cloud basis of it. I think that's going to be a pretty big thing.
That is a pretty big deal.
Oh yeah.
Huh. So to any smart TV.
Yeah, this is what they're trying to do. It's not ready yet. They're just talking about this kind of something they want to work on.
Yeah,
without abandoning what they're doing right now.
It's the future.
Yeah,
it's definitely the future. It's just Xbox, so PlayStation's going to have to do something to counter that.
I know. I'm waiting to see what PlayStation's going to do right now. I mean, they've got a lot of cool games coming up, but I haven't heard as much about performance or visionary stuff. What are they actually going to be continuing to do? We're just kind of hearing games right now, which you want to hear, but at the same time, let's hear more. What's in the future for gaming?
Or does it seem like PlayStation is getting their butt kicked by Xbox this year?
It kind of feels like it.
I'm just saying. I'm still a PlayStation guy.
Insomniac, which is PlayStation, has put out 2 pretty great games. We got the Spider-Man Miles Morales game, and the new Ratchet and Clank game, all within 7 months.
True.
So those are some big projects that came out that they were okay, that's pretty decent, but at the same time, it's okay, but what are we seeing as far as the future of gaming and everything? You can mute that.
How? Why? Thank God. Okay, so my wife connected her phone to her laptop when she was in college.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I do the same thing.
Oh my gosh. That's smart.
But see, I put mine on Do Not Disturb. That little moon right there means I'm not going to get any notifications.
Oh, I need to do that.
I'm a little nervous right now because... Oh, it updated. Okay, cool. It hadn't. These are my notes from last week up until 10 seconds ago. And so I was just going off of my memory.
Hey, I'm going off memory right now too. But, no, see, that it just seems like Xbox is absolutely mopping the floor of PlayStation right now.
It definitely sure feels like
But
it.
they kind of had to, because last time PlayStation did that to Xbox.
I mean, and it does feel like it kind of goes back and forth.
It does. So now, like, there's a game. This is a rabbit trail, but a game is coming out for PS5. It's a big one. I can't remember what it was. So.
They did announce Elden Ring today. Or, like, they showed the first trailer for it.
What's that?
It's okay, I wasn't sure. I'm trying to think what other games they're talking about. The Ratchet and Clank one, I mentioned that.
This one's an existing one, but they're
upping it to PlayStation 5?
No, like it's going to be the next edition. I can't remember. I saw it on Instagram. You keep talking. I'm going to look for it.
I was like, that was it for what I had on my Xbox stuff.
Right. Well,
but
I mean, yeah.
I guess let me pull up the actual article.
What was it?
Why did I do that? All right. So again, this was just a straight up like press release. This is on Xbox.com.
News.
So you see a lot of like corporate speak. Like, we believe that Microsoft can play a leading role in democratizing gaming and defining the future of interactive entertainment. Like, okay, yeah, cool. But that's what I like to see. I like to see when, like, okay, we're not just making cool games. We're pushing the boundaries. We're seeing, okay, this is what's the next level of gaming.
Right.
This is what, like, the future, I mean, you know, bring in the Power Glove, you know, bring in more handheld stuff. Let's make it more mobile. Let's put it, like, you know, on the glasses. You know, I mean, like something like that. Like, how can we bring us even further into the future in gaming? That kind of stuff I love to see. Just the kind of the future.
I want to get into VR stuff. That's what I'd like to do.
I heard PlayStation VR is on its way out, but they're still like, this is what somebody at GameStop told me. They said, don't get a PlayStation VR because it's on its way out. But like, they're still announcing games, and even if they are, like, there's still some games I kind of want to play on it. So I still kind of want to get like a PSVR at some point.
Whenever it gets better.
Oh yeah, and like it'll get cheaper.
True.
Probably.
So my gaming news, and this is I guess it's kind of news, but they released the new Battlefield game that's gonna be coming out.
Yes, the trailer. Did you see it?
That looked. Did you watch it all?
I watched it. Yeah, I waited for the whole not the whole count. I waited for the countdown.
Did you? What'd you think of it?
I thought it was really exciting. What I liked about it, it felt very like disconnected at the same point, because I was like, okay, cool. I know you're showcasing everything, and it wasn't like an official trailer. We'll get the gameplay trailer later this week, I think.
Yeah,
or next week.
And it's coming up.
But the things I liked about it for sure, just again, it was a CGI, so it wasn't gameplay.
Right.
But the things I liked was the environment stuff that they're doing.
Yeah, the tornadoes.
Yeah,
and stuff.
that was really cool. And let's see what else I had.
You can jump out of a jet and like get back in the jet.
That was insane. Which we've seen that before on like clips, like the crazy stuff that people do.
Yeah,
but like seeing it in a gameplay trailer or a trailer was amazing. That means they
focused on it. Like, so how can they make it?
How fun is that? That's pretty.
That's pretty sick.
Oh yeah.
And like fun fact for you.
Oh yeah.
Plausible art. There's no single player.
Yeah.
No campaign,
which is insane. But like a lot of games, I feel like are moving that, because multiplayer is so much more popular now.
Story games are its own genre now. Like back in the day,
that's a better way to put it.
It's just the back in the day it was story games and then multiplayer if they could. Now they're making entire games for the sole purpose of multiplayer.
I think of Overwatch anytime I think
Overwatch.
About that. Like that game needs a campaign mode.
Yes, they do. They need
so much.
Overwatch needs its own show though.
I think the second game's gonna have campaign.
You think so? That'd be nice.
That's what Nathaniel was telling me.
That's right. We talked about that.
Yeah, we had talked about that.
That one's been in the works for a while.
Well, cause they have comics and other things, like the little animated shorts for it, because those are so cool. I love those. But like, I want more of it.
Oh, same.
You know, like give me like an Overwatch movie. All right, give me something like that.
Yeah, I said a show. Its own show.
You know, a TV show would be better. There's so much to span.
There is so many characters.
So like immersive.
It is. It's a fun game.
Oh yeah,
it definitely is. But another thing was, me and a friend of mine were talking about. I told him I had read something that they had confirmed there isn't Battle Royale mode. But he made a really good point. He's like, then why would they put a weather system in it? I was like, he said, what if that's the storm? You know, like the ring closing is the storm. And if you get out, because the one thing that I hate about Modern Warfare is like the storm. You get a gas mask, you can run around out there and just flank folks. That one, like you get out of the storm, you're gone. Tornado gets you. That would make
the trailer was really cool when the tornado hits and pulls everybody in.
There were so many players they had on it. I mean, I like the fact that it's like kind of apocalyptic, futuristic type. But I mean, I'm excited to see more about it. I really do hope there's Battle Royale.
Well, okay, let's say this. One of the things that they did announce for it, there's 128 players on a single map. There's 7 maps, right? And that's only on PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox. Like PlayStation 4 in that generation, you can have 64 players playing at once. Yeah. So it's not so much of a battle royale; it's just a large map environment. Yeah. Apparently, it's going to be the biggest map that Battlefield's ever done.
That's crazy.
There's 7 of them. So
and I've been playing Battlefield 5 lately. I could just see it being really chaotic.
I feel like that's kind of like almost their niche. Like that's what they're known for. Is like a chaotic game experience.
Yeah, and it definitely you feel like you're in freaking war. And I've never been in war, but. Oh, I've been in war before.
Oh, yeah?
Water balloons.
Oh, snap. I thought you were going to say paint wars or something.
Oh, that would have been better.
Oh, man.
Hey, what do you got for us? What's some news you got for me?
Dun, 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 dun. Rebooting the Powerpuff Girls pilot. Because remember we talked about how terrible it looked and everything? Well, like a script.
So apparently a lot of people thought it was bad.
But let me tell you why. But anyway, so there was a script leaked online. Everybody thought it was horrible sounding. Right. So they're like, all right, we're going to redo it. But the reason they're redoing it is because it was too campy.
Campy?
Yeah.
Like...
They're going to make it, I guess, more serious.
Aww.
Oh, I know. I felt like they needed... No. That's why I'm like, okay, maybe they should go into the camp factor and just because that's... I feel like that's kind of where you want to bring it if you're doing a thing about Powerpuff Girls because it was... I don't know. We'll see when it comes out. But yeah, they're doing it because it was too campy. That's why they're reshooting... the pilot, which is not unheard of for things to like a pilot be done and they redo it, especially if it's like about a well-established franchise like the Powerpuff Girls. Like they're gonna make it no matter what, but they want to make sure they do it well. And obviously, the test did not go well.
No, it didn't. I remember. I was like, yuck. Like,
yeah, I know. People were not happy about it. It just the script was terrible.
It stinks for the actresses, though.
And I guess I don't know if the costumes are gonna change at all, but they still look terrible.
Yeah, it looks really bad. Like
yeah,
it does not look good.
Nothing about it, from what I've heard, it looks good. I don't think anybody thinks it's gonna be good. But we'll find out when it comes out.
Hey, we could have been wrong. It could have been freaking amazing.
It could be the best thing in the entire world.
I have this saying that I made up years ago. Don't judge a book by its cover.
I need to write that down. That's great. Wow.
I'm a poet.
Copyright.
Oh, my Lord, man. So, let me see.
I've got you.
Okay, I'm going to make sure you didn't write this one down. So, I actually read this on the way home.
Uh-oh.
I just swallowed my own spit. I almost died. But Lord of the Rings, did you see that?
No, not yet.
They're coming out with an anime Lord of the Rings show.
Ooh. All right.
You didn't see that? Dude,
I have not been online.
Literally, it came out like maybe an hour ago that I saw that. Lord of the Rings anime. It's Battle of the Rohirrim, I think is what it's called.
I've got it's pulling up the old one.
Did you? Yeah. It was on Insta.
Oh yeah, the new Lord of the Rings movie coming to theaters from Warner Brothers. Interesting.
Anime, not hentai, you perverts.
It is art.
It is.
You ever seen that from The Office?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to make sure.
But
that was not something I'm actually saying.
So an anime like Battle of the Rohirrim, so that's Two Tower vibes.
So set in the same timeline as Peter Jackson's films.
Whoa! I hope. I bet you they're probably gonna do like spin-off characters.
Yeah, this would be interesting. I'm reading about the article right now. It's a prequel to it. So you can expect to explore the world of Helm's Deep. Interesting.
I called it, and I didn't even read into it. I said, so we got some Two Tower vibes.
Yeah, this is gonna be all right. I want to know who is. So it's from New Line, but I want to know what studio is doing the animation. Kenji Kamiyama.
Oh, it's Japanese, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Let's see. What is
you know who I could see getting really excited for it?
Brock.
Nate. And Brock.
I was like, I see Brock getting really excited about that.
Dude.
What is he known for?
I didn't even think about it.
Ghost in the Shell.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Interesting.
I'm gonna text Brock right now and see what he says.
Let's do it. I'm going to keep reading. So, at this time, no casting has been announced. Kamiyama will direct the movie, while Joseph Chow produces alongside Jeffrey Addis and Will Matthews. All right. So, Philippa Boyes, who helped do the scripts for Peter Jackson's films, is going to lend a hand as a consultant.
Peter Jackson?
Philippa Boyes, who wrote the scripts.
Oh, good. So we have one of the gods of Lord of the Rings.
This is going to be interesting.
That is interesting, ain't it? I saw that and I was like, whoa, that's such heavy news.
And there's just not I want more information at this point. But yeah, that's pretty big. Okay, that's a pretty good news thing right there.
Thank you.
All right. Well, mine's not as big, but The Mandalorian Season 2.5, a.k.a. The Book of Boba Fett, has wrapped filming. So they've already finished with that. But yeah, they're calling it, basically, it's going to tie in pretty heavily to The Mandalorian, which The Mandalorian kind of set it up as everything. So I see it more of like the Clone Wars TV show and The Bad Batch, like how it's supposed to tie in.
I'm excited about it.
Me too. Like I said,
do you know where they filmed The Mandalorian and
the location?
The locations, yeah.
I looked at it at one point, but I think it was, let's see, Mandalorian.
It's not Atlanta, is it?
No, it was in the desert. Los Angeles.
Makes sense.
Filmed in studios and large sets located in Los Angeles. So, actually, one of their big things that they were well known for was their use of digital sets.
Yeah.
Like not the green screen,
they're very
but like
innovative.
an LED wall behind them.
Yeah.
And you would see
I saw that. Yeah.
at the same time. So it was like the actors feel like they're actually there instead of acting in front of a wall.
That would be my thing.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That's the future. Oh, Brock texted me back.
What do you say? All right.
Brock says,
I'm at camp. Stop texting me.
Oh, yeah. He sent a bunch of emojis and then it says, holy crap. I was just saying, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, he's seizing up in the middle of the service and they think a demon's coming
right
out
now.
of. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then you're like, come out of him, demon.
Oh,
that's
man.
great. Oh, so yeah, that's it for rapid fire.
Yeah, that's it. Moving on to movie news. I'm talking about Loki.
Loki, have you seen it?
I watched the first episode. So
scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, I'm very biased. Loki was my favorite part of Thor.
Loki, yeah.
I wrote a paper on Loki in college.
No.
So I was pretty into it.
This guy went to school.
The rise and fall of Loki in the first Thor movie. I liked it a lot. So the TV show, definitely, I liked it a lot. I like time travel because it's dealing a lot with that kind of stuff.
Right.
So when Endgame came out and they were doing the time travel thing, I was so hyped for that because I love that kind of stuff. So they did that. There's a lot of throwbacks, a lot of Easter eggs, and I would have to give it probably an 8 out of 10, maybe a 9. And I like it a lot. Now there's a lot, obviously it's a TV show, so they're really just setting up a lot of stuff. I would say it was up there with WandaVision. Ooh. And I like WandaVision a lot, but
didn't they say WandaVision they're not doing a season 2, right?
Oh yeah, I can't believe they had to confirm that because it was never even. I felt like it was not even implied that it was going to be a series. It was a standalone 1 season limited series
because they got a bunch of hopeful people that.
Yeah, and then Elizabeth Olsen comes out and say no, it was just a one and done type thing. But it's Marvel. We'll never say no. Yeah. So that's the only thing you're going to get. But I'm like, why would you need a season 2? Because it's tying into the movies.
True.
So, we'll see what happens, but I wasn't anyways. So, Loki, pretty great. Have you seen it yet?
Nope.
Are you cool if I talk about spoilers?
Yeah, I don't care.
All right, because I want to go into it a little bit.
See, he asked for permission. That's what a true friend does.
I try to. So, spoilers coming up for Loki episode 1.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so, I'll just start off with the biggest spoiler right there. I'll start thinking I'm a terrible storyteller, but this is what I'm doing. So, we start off in 2012 with Loki. Okay. He gets the Tesseract, disappears, lands in the desert, gets picked up by the Time Variant Authority, which are basically like time cops. They make sure that everything is happening the way it's supposed to. He gets arrested, and just before he gets executed, he gets recruited by Mobius, played by Owen Wilson.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to say wow.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
There you go. And it was pretty great. So Owen Wilson definitely shined in this role. I'll say this: I'm a fan of Owen Wilson, but I didn't feel like I was watching Owen Wilson in this first episode. So I thought he did a great job. And one thing I thought was kind of funny, but it's a very emotional episode.
Really?
So WandaVision, Winter Soldier, all these shows, they're very emotional. Like there's a lot of pain that these characters are dealing with. So Loki basically gets his file thrown at him. It's like video, and he goes through his life of what happened after he was supposed to go to jail and everything. And he sees himself die and all this stuff. And it was pretty crazy. Yeah, he like a whole lot of emotion from Tom Hiddleston. It was amazing. I didn't cry, but I definitely could have. It was very touching. There were some great like visual gags and stuff, and some prop gags, I guess would be the way to describe it. If you made it this far and you're like, man, I shouldn't have listened to these spoilers, this is one last warning before I go into one more.
3, 2,
just in case. All right. My favorite part was when they go into this like little office area, and like this like loser kind of like nerd guy is in there, and he's like,
geek.
He's like, do you know what I have? I was like, I have the Tesseract. He's like, oh yeah, we got it. He opens up a drawer, and there's like 10 different Infinity Stones from different time periods in this drawer. He's like, yeah, these guys use these Infinity Stones as paperweights. You know, the things that Thanos used to like shape.
Yeah.
They had no power there, and they had a drawer full of them.
Wow.
That was hilarious. And Loki just looks at it, and he's just like, is this the most powerful place in the universe?
Yeah.
It was amazing. So I love that part. A lot of different fun, like it's very funny. Tom Hiddleston has a great comedy, which I thought, I always thought Loki had good comedy.
I think Tom Hiddleston like nailed
so
that
I'm
role.
super excited. There wasn't a lot of action, I would call it. There was definitely like chase scenes, and somebody's killing off all these like time cops. It's kind of interesting. You find out, well, they say at the end of the episode that it's one of Loki's alternate reality people that's killing all these people.
Ooh.
So, and you see a hooded figure at the very end. But all that to say, very great episode. I'm very excited to see. The timekeepers are very ominous. Those are like the 3 beings that make sure time does what it's supposed to do, but they're the ones in charge of it. So, like, apparently I'll say this show is definitely setting up Multiverse of Madness, which is definitely setting up the next phase of Marvel movies, because they're bringing in some heavy stuff like multiverse wars and everything, like where they're saying like all these different timelines were battling each other.
How long do you think they're going to keep doing Marvel movies? Forever?
Oh, forever. You know how many decades of comics they have to go off of?
That's true.
Plus, they're now getting more and more like X-Men, Fantastic Four stuff in there. Disney has stuff to go on for at least 60 years. They're still making new stories.
If there's a story like a superhero that they have not done yet, who would you want?
Oh man, see, because I grew up on the TV shows, not as much of the comic books. Gotcha. So I've already seen everything that I've like would want to see.
Yeah. We need to dive deep into that.
Who would I want to see? That's a good question. I'll have to come back on that one.
We'll have to come back.
But anyways, Loki, big fan. Was really pumped to see it. I'm super excited, and it's coming out on Wednesdays, which is insane because like they're always doing Friday releases, and so I've got my Wednesdays and my Fridays now for Marvel and Star Wars, and I'm as happy as can be.
Thank you, Marvel, for getting us through COVID.
Tomorrow's Friday. I've got another Bad Batch episode.
Heck yeah!
I'm so excited.
So,
anyways, without going too much more into the episode, because I could definitely talk about some more stuff. Like for example, one of the scenes in it was inspired by Toy Story. So
what?
Yeah. So basically when Loki's watching his file and everything, kind of realizing that he was not like destined for glorious purpose. A little bit of a, but yeah, they really took that moment from when Buzz Lightyear learned that he was not an actual space ranger. He was actually a toy.
Oh yeah.
And so it was a very similar thing where Loki's just like, I am not that important. And they do some great stuff where like they show his mother dying and how Loki was responsible for his mom dying, and that it cut him. It cut me how hurt he looked. It was great. Oh, it was so good. Man, I gotta watch it again.
I have to watch it.
So yeah, really like the episode. Lots of fun stuff. Lots of questions that are coming up. Like people say Peggy Carter might have been in the background.
Ooh.
That is Captain America. Well, Steve Rogers' girl. So we're like, okay, was that really her? What are we seeing? Because it was a girl, and you see it in the background, and you're just like, wait a second. So there's a lot of things that could come up in this show. They already confirmed the Nexus, which is an alternate reality thing, and they talked about the madness of a multiverse. So we're definitely going right into the Doctor Strange movie, and I'm all here for it.
Dang, Brody's super pumped.
I'm super pumped, and I actually got some sleep last night, so it's not just lack of sleep.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I woke up at like 4 and couldn't go back.
Oh, I hate that.
It happens. The Lord's good. So, so I'm a big fan of the show Vikings.
Right? Yeah.
And you know how it ended, and whatever.
I don't know how it ended, but you can tell me.
I was saying like it ended. I'm not gonna tell you how, but
okay.
Well,
you can
I
go
could,
for it,
but I'm not going to.
By the time I watch it, I'm probably gonna forget what you say.
The first 3 seasons are amazing, but when they
last.
took out Travis Fimmel, it kind of went downhill. It's still a good show, but man, that guy really did well. But they're coming out with a spinoff.
Okay, so it's a spin-off. Interesting.
Like right after his son's stories end. So it's called Vikings Valhalla. And they just released some kind of different, like the first little videos of it and stuff like that. So it's pretty exciting. I could... the History Channel did Vikings. This is going to be a spoiler. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, spoiler. That they killed off Bjorn Ironside.
Okay.
In
these people I don't know those names, but okay.
But here's the thing: Bjorn was a real Viking.
Oh, okay, so real life.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the show, it's the History Channel. They kill him off, but in real life, he becomes the king of Sweden and lives a long time. So I'm like, why would you do that?
Because it's TV.
It's the History Channel. You know what I'm saying?
John discovered today that the History Channel is not actually historical.
Yeah. Well, we're about to fight. But, come on, false advertisement.
Man.
But I will say...
It's okay, buddy.
He touched me. You just want to touch my traps. That's for you people out there. Don't work out. It's the muscles over here. But, anyhow.
Oh, man.
So I'm kind of skeptical with it.
Yeah?
And because I love Viking stuff. I've always liked it. And this was before I found out, my lineage or whatever. Always been a huge Viking show fan.
Yeah.
But then also another part of my news is you've heard me talk about Last Kingdom.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, the 5th season that's coming out is going to be the final season.
Right. Okay.
And so I think they're doing it right because a lot of times these darn shows freaking will carry on too long to keep making,
I can't stand
keep making money.
Yep.
And I'm thinking this is the 5th season. They've done a lot. I'm like, okay, it's time to start, ending it a little bit.
Okay.
But Vikings was good. I liked it. I'm excited to see what the spinoff looks like. So, we'll see.
We'll find out. You ready to spin that rumor wheel?
Sure.
I've got 2 rumors.
I love the first one. I just saw it.
Naughty Dog might be working on a new multiplayer game.
That would be sick. Let's just take a moment and appreciate Uncharted 4 multiplayer.
Oh my goodness.
They did so well on that.
I'll definitely be playing that game soon.
Yes. Oh, Uncharted or?
Yeah, the multiplayer.
So
very soon.
Do you think that it could really happen?
No, they're making a new multiplayer game.
That's a rumor.
Yeah, the rumor. That's the thing. What do you mean? What could
do you
happen?
think they could do you think
is it a real rumor?
Do you think it's credible? Yeah.
We'll see. I know Naughty Dog's been working on some other stuff. They're definitely tied up with The Last of Us 3.
Oh, yeah.
And by that, I mean, they're just starting that. But, they're not going to probably do a whole bunch. So we'll see. It might be from, one of their other, other side studio type things that, helps do the multiplayer things.
Gotcha.
And they might just be kind of overseeing it. I don't know. We'll see. But I would be very interested if I did hear what kind of game it was. This is a very dicey rumor, I'll call it.
Yeah. Well,
you have any rumors?
No, I don't.
I've got one more.
Rumors are so hard to find.
There's a Reddit thread for rumors about games.
Is it really?
Yes, there is.
Oh, I saw one. It just wasn't that great.
It took me a while to find some.
It was people trying to promote their little scam businesses or whatever.
No, I'll have to send you the link because it got some fun stuff. Ubisoft is making a new game. with Splinter Cell, The Division, and Ghost Recon elements.
Saw that.
It's like a player versus player type of a game is what they're thinking it's going to be. So we'll see. This is a bit more of a credible rumor. I'll call it that.
Yeah, I saw that. It's definitely credible.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see what it is going to look like. I'm almost picturing, and I could be wrong, but like, was it Rainbow Siege 6 or 6 Siege? I always get that mixed up.
Rainbow Six Siege, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like so. Like then you could play as like Sam Fisher and like other characters, maybe.
Cool.
So we'll kind of see exactly what it's gonna be, but that's what I'm feeling like it's gonna be.
I just had an awesome thought.
Okay.
Think about so you know how Overwatch is, right?
Right. Yeah, with all the characters.
All the characters. What if they did that?
That'd be fun.
And it was a competitive game like
So
that.
it's just like
Master Chief.
Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down for it.
But in the Overwatch kind of, so you're like.
I like Overwatch a little bit better because it's like you can explore the maps and all
Right.
that kind of stuff
So
rather
you
than
can
focus
do
on just the fighting.
You could do Master Chief, Altair, or no,
That'd be kind of
Ezio.
fun. Oh, snap.
Dude. And then you could
That'd
do
be scary.
God Kratos. You could do all that. And then it's just like teams of 10.
Oh, snap.
10v10 and like pushing a point
That'd
or
be
capturing
insane.
a point. Could you imagine?
They would have to nerf so many of the characters because they're so OP.
Right. Oh yeah, you'd have to nerf it for sure.
Yeah.
Or not have certain ones or certain ults like ultimates you can summon God of War or something like that.
Fun. I can see that. They did something similar, like more Super Smash Brothers than Overwatch, but it was the PlayStation All Stars game.
Yeah.
That one was fun. You could play as like Nathan Drake.
Oh
and
yeah.
as like was
cool.
it Sockboy or Sackboy? God of War, a bunch of like other PlayStation characters.
That's cool.
And that was fun, but yeah, it was very clunky, I guess would be the way I could describe it.
I'm sure.
It definitely had a lot of issues, but it was fun while I played it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it for today. You got anything else for us, John?
Nope. About to go hit the gym.
Do it. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and write in. Our website and email address are right there in the show notes, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.